Mic check, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me this time? I have a surprise for you. It's not so much of a surprise anymore because you've read the title, but it's gonna be a surprise anyway, okay? Okay? We are going to New York City tomorrow. It is July the 18th, and tomorrow, the 19th, will be the World Cup finals. And we are going to a watch party in New York City. And I am excited because I have never been to New York, girl. I have never been to New York. So I got to get these nails done because, baby, I'm not going to New York for the first time with no nails. And I'm not going to a World Cup watch party with no nails. Like, I do my nails for less. I do my nails for less. I had a request to do a video getting my nails done, well, doing my nails and showing step by step, which I made a short little clip of it on TikTok, which you should follow me on if you don't already follow me. But in this video, I am going to be showing you every product. We're going to get these nails done, and I'm going to take you to New York with me. We're going to be taking a train because if you know anything about New York City, you know parking there is horrible. Now, I don't know anything about New York, but I still know parking is horrible. It's New York. So we're going to be waking up at the crack of dawn, baby, which I do not do. But we're going to be waking up at the crack of dawn. We're going to head out, drop my baby off at his grandmother's, and then we are going to catch a train to New York. Did I tell you I'm going to take you guys along with me? I think I did. Anyways, let's get into these nails. I'm putting my microphone closer to my mouth this time because with the last video, I noticed I sounded like I was far away. I have my little drink because I'm feeling good, and you know, once I'm feeling good, I'm gonna have a drink. In my glass right now, it's bourbon with lemonade. For the duration of this video, I'm gonna keep the camera this way. I'm probably not gonna be showing the table. We're gonna start off with our towel. This is gonna catch any residue from our filing, so the table just doesn't get all messy, girl. Because I don't like when things are messy. Next, we are going to be getting our tips. Now, I am going to be, is this focusing? I am going to be using Tipex Light from Beetles. I really like these. They don't require builder gel, which eliminates a step in my routine that usually takes the longest. The only downside about this set though is that it only comes with 3 strips. So you only get 3 sets of nails out of this. That's the only downside of buying them pre-made. When you buy your regular tips and you use builder gel, you get a shit ton of nails that can probably last you for well over a year, depending on how often you do your nails. So that's something to consider when you're thinking about going Beetles pre-made, or you want to do regular tips with builder gel. Regular tips and builder gel, you get a lot more for your money's worth. Not that these are expensive, because they're not. These are, I think, $6 or $8 per pack. I think it's $6 per pack, which isn't bad. But if you would like to spend less money, like if you're in Jamaica and you have to clear them, it's probably going to cost you more if you do this, just because there are less tips in it. So do with that what you will. Now, we always have to have rubbing alcohol. I put mine in a spray bottle. I think it's easier. You just go toop toop, wipe it off instead of having to like turn the bottle. I also have a pump that I put rubbing alcohol into. Don't mind the label, it's coming off. But this, you put one of these cotton swabs in. I have my cotton swabs. You put the cotton swab in, pump, 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 and then you wipe the area clean. I usually do this when I'm working on individual nails, but when I'm trying to get like the entire hand dehydrated, I go in and I spray the whole thing with my spray bottle. And then next, we need a nail file. Do you need a nail drill? You really don't. You only need a nail file. This is an 100 versus a 180. So one side is 100 grit and the other side is 180 grit. This is what you need. The drill is optional. The drill is just faster. You do not need a drill. You need a nail file. Keep that in mind. Want, need. Faster, efficient. This gets the job done. You don't need this. Got it? You need some type of glue. I use the Kiss. Is this gonna focus? Yeah, I use the Kiss glue. This, I kid you not, this glue with the right nail prep will last you a month. And you still have to pry those babies off. Because I don't usually keep my nails a whole month. As soon as they start to grow out, I change those babies, but that's because I do my nails at home. And once you follow the steps in this video and start doing your nails at home, you can do the same thing. This glue costs $1 something cents at the store. Works miracles. It's my go-to every time. I have lots of these bottles, babes, because they're my go-to. Now, if your nails need to be clipped, get a cuticle cutter, get a nail clip, whatever you need to do. Make sure your nails are nice and low. This is taking forever to focus. See? Okay, we're not gonna wait for that to focus, but your nails need to be clean and cut low. Then we are also going to need nail polish. We'll get into that later. Remember that file I told you that you absolutely need? We are going to start off with that file. Each finger individually, you're going to go in with the side 180. You are going to gently, very gently brush the surface of your nail. Notice I'm not applying any pressure and it's getting the job done. My camera is not focusing, but you need to gently file the surface of your nail. If you don't do this gently, you're going to file your nail down to the point where they're super thin and it's not going to be comfortable. So when you're doing this step, just make sure that you are filing nice and slow. Minimal pressure, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. This is what your nails should look like at the end. You see that? No sheen. It's all scratched up. That's what you want. Gentle scratching though. Gentle filing. Gentle. Now we're doing this to get rid of all the natural oils on the surface of your nail bed because that will hinder the adhesion of your glue and your tip. So we're getting rid of all the natural oils. We're creating a rougher surface for the glue to adhere to. Now the spray bottle I told you about, go like this, bop, 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 all the nails at once. My camera won't focus, but whatever. Then we're gonna go in with the cotton swabs I showed you earlier. You can also use paper towel. So if you don't have cotton pads, that's fine. Use paper towel, girl. Doing the same thing to the next hand. Now that our fingernails are prepped, they're filed and they are dehydrated, we are going to go in and we're going to match the nail to our nail bed. Now the key to doing this, when you put the nail on your finger like so, ensure that the edge of the nail is not touching your skin. Your nail bed, the edges should not be touching your skin in the corners here. The skin should not make contact with the tip. So you're going to do that for every finger. You're going to go in, you're going to analyze both sides. Is it touching my skin? No? Great. You pop it off and you put it down. Now make sure it's covering your nail, just not touching your skin. Am I making sense? I think I'm making sense. Now that we have that out the way too, we're going to get our glue. Told you I use a Kiss. Now the way I apply the glue, I put 2 drops on the nail itself. And then on my nail bed, I put 1 drop. Now you have to keep your nail steady because this is watery, so it'll run, and we don't want to make it messy. And then we're going to apply at an angle. Can you guys see? I hope you guys can see. You apply at an angle. You press it all the way down. Now, the reason you're applying it at an angle is to decrease the chances of you getting air bubbles. And we don't want to have air bubbles because when you do have air bubbles, that is going to reduce the lifespan of your nails. They'll fall off sooner than they're supposed to. When we apply the nail, we're going to hold it there for like 30 seconds. You can count to 30 in your head, or you can watch a 30-second clip. Whatever you want to do, Bookie. I'm watching Bestest Front by YMOG. because I just learned about this song. So whatever you want to do, girl, as long as you hold that there for like a good 30 seconds before you release it. Because again, we do not want air bubbles. We do not want air bubbles. Okay? Okay. Make sure you're working on like a towel or something because we don't want this to spill on your dresser and mess up the finish. Make sure you're working on some type of protective covering for your surface. If some of your glue runs while you're trying to apply the nail, go back in with that either paper towel or the cotton pad and just wipe the edge of it so your cuticle doesn't stick to your nail bed. I just did 2 recordings thinking this thing is recording and it wasn't. The first time my microphone wasn't on and the second time it wasn't recording. Now, after we're finished filing the edges of our nails, we are going to file the surface of the nail itself. I personally do this because I think it helps the nail polish to adhere better to the nail. You do not have to do this if that doesn't make sense to you. Completely optional. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You don't have to do it. Also, I am going to clip the tips of my nails because I do have stilettos. I do not wish to wear stilettos. So I'm going to clip the tip and round it up and make it more of an almond oval shape because that's what I want right now. We're done with filing. All the sheen is gone. Now, if you do have a drill, this is where you would need the drill, but you don't need the drill. You can go in with this skinny top and you can go under the nail just to make sure under there is smooth and you don't have like a buildup with glue. Okay, so we did that part. Nails are dusty. We're gonna go in with the spray because I don't really like to use water on my nails until like after. So I'm spraying. Oop, it's not gonna focus. This is what they look like. Now they're gonna dry down. You can wipe them off if you want, or you can just let them air dry. They're not gonna take very long because it's rubbing alcohol. Now we are going to polish. I think I'm gonna go with red. So I'm gonna try to find my red polish and polish these nails. See, now I took the red out and I saw the nude and I don't know if I should do red or nude. It's summer. I'm gonna do red. I'm gonna do 2023. That's the color. I'm done. Finally. This is what they look like. I didn't do anything to them. There's no cuticle oil. I just washed my hands with soap and water, dried them, and this is what they look like. I hope it's focused just now. If it didn't, I'm so sorry, but I have to go. It is 12:11 in the morning, and I'm waking up at 6 so we can leave the house by 7. Well, we need to drop off our son at my mother-in-law's house so we can catch the train and make it on time. So yeah, this is what they look like. Again, second view. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.